All right, guys, for the next example here, example 2 says a smartphone is on sale for 25% off its list price. The sale price of the smartphone is $149.25. What expression can be used to represent the list price of the smartphone? Identify each term, coefficient, constant, and factor of the expression described. So first, we got to create an expression. So the first thing I want to look for is there anything that we need to assign a variable to? Is there any unknown quantity? If you reread this problem, it says a smartphone is on sale for 25% off of the list price. The sale price is $149.25. What expression can you use to represent the list price? So the list price is the thing that I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to call that X. X is the list price. Okay, now, what do I know about that list price? I know that after the discount was applied, that the cost of the smartphone was $149.25. So if I were to add the amount that was taken off back to that sale price, I should be able to get an expression for the original price. So what we actually paid was $149.25. What we didn't have to pay was 25% of that. So how could I show 25% of the list price? Well, the list price was X, so 25% of that would be 25% times X. We don't want to put a percent into our problem. We want to convert that to a decimal, because that's how we handle percents in math. And it should be something you should remember from middle school. So 25% is 25 parts of 100, okay, which can be written as 0.25, or you could even, if you chose to, simplify that fraction and write it as 1/4. We're not going to do that for the purpose of this problem because we got decimals over here, and so we want to keep decimals in the problem. So that'd be 0.25x, okay? That would be your expression. Again, most likely you want to write that expression with the variable first, with the highest exponent, which in this case is x to the first power. So this expression would actually be written 0.25x, which again, that's the discount. That's how much you're taking off of the total price, the list price, plus what you actually paid. And those two things put together, we go back to giving you the original before the sale cost of the phone, the list price of the phone. So there's our expression. Now what we want to do is we want to identify those terms, coefficients, constants, and factors. All right, so let's do that. So we'll start with terms. Again, once we have a simplified sort of expression like this one, our terms are things that are separated by addition and subtraction. So your terms, the first one would be 0.25x. Your second term would be 149.25. Okay, let's talk factors. Factors, if you have anything that's multiplied together, if any part of your terms has multiplication in it, then the factors are the individual things that are multiplied together. So the 149.25 is out for this because it doesn't have anything multiplied by it. But here we have 0.25 and x, because those two things in that specific term are multiplied together. Okay? Let's talk coefficients. If in a term you have a variable, like we do in this first term, the 0.25x, and it is whatever the number is that's being multiplied by that variable is your coefficient. So in this case, the 0.25 from the first term is our coefficient. And lastly, we want to talk about constants. So, do we have a constant? Do we have a number in our problem that's a term all by itself and it has no variable attached to it? It's just a single number, right? A single term is also a single number. The answer is yes. We have 149.25 25. So that is your constant for this problem. All right, now the last thing I want to do is I want to look back and say, okay, did I actually answer what the question asked me? Identify each term, coefficient, constant, and factor for the expression described, and creating an expression. Yes, I've done that. All right, now we can move on to example 3.